What's up, y'all? Welcome to the show. It's No Game Entertainment. I'm your host, No Game Feed. This show sponsored by No Game Clothing. We are not the same. The apparel, GOAT apparel. I want to give a shout out to Showface. Showface News. Subscribe, join the YouTube channel. Um, he brought that breaking news about Lil Baby. Lil Baby and the 4PF families, they are under investigation right now, allegedly by the federal government now. And it's looking like that's how rap is going. That's how rap is going now because affiliate yourself with anything that associates with gang banging or gang membership. A RICO law's statute will appear and a warrant will be issued for you. That's crazy because now what happens? What happens now is now that the game is over for a lot of people. The game's over for a lot of people because a lot of people is associating themselves with these gangs. They out here doing all this mess on social media like the feds ain't watching. These artists is acting like the hip hop police ain't following you once you cut a contract or even create a buzz for yourself in the street. Y'all not getting it. Very dangerous life we living in. And the feds are just sitting back, letting everybody do what they want to do. Y'all don't realize what's happening right now is that the feds is letting everybody do what they want to do. And now they're starting to get the people off the street that had a longer run than most. There's a whole lot of people that's going down now. It's going to be more than a little. You're going to start hearing about all these rap crews with these gang members associated with them. They throwing up gang signs. They promoting these guns. They talking about violence in their songs. And all the feds is doing is they're sending their investigators to the street to listen, to investigate, to get information and find out, compare them to these songs that these rappers are kicking, and then see if anything in the news relates to anything that y'all rhyming about, and then they coming to get y'all. Always traveled by myself because if I get myself caught up into something, that means I did it. My mom's always used to tell me, watch the company. My father used to tell me, watch the company you keep. Now what happens? What they do is they start preparing with these lawyers, these high-priced lawyers that they have, and they try and find a way to get out of this situation. Some are going to cooperate. That's without question. We don't know who, but some are going to cooperate because everybody in the crew ain't going down. There's always one of them that's going to give up everything. And whoever's and the names of the big names that's in front of all these little crews, like all y'all rappers that's making all this money, y'all gonna be looked at as the financing of the criminal activity. This is where the RICO comes into play. These rappers are making money and they got these gang members in the crew with them, and the feds is looking at it like they're the bag. They're financing gang activity. So let's go get all of them. And you rappers are big names. So when they come and get y'all can't even deny it. Y'all gonna have a hard time fighting to get out of the situation because this is what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted to be recognized as being the head of the one that made it out there in the game, and y'all giving the people that y'all know that's affiliated with the gangs, and some of y'all might be in gangs, we don't know, but y'all giving up money that's financing a lot of stuff that's going on, and the feds are just sitting back watching it. There's informants in the street. There's some informants in some of these crews. There's plants and nobody's paying attention. Everybody want to have strength in numbers, but just because you got numbers, that don't mean every number that you carry is strong. Some of these guys are folding. You got to watch what you're doing out here now. Little Baby and his crew are possibly facing a RICO indictment. Georgia's about to turn all the way up. Georgia's new district attorney and all of that, they about to clean that up. And if they cleaning it up, I'm telling you, it started in Florida. It's coming up the road now. They started in Florida with the sex money murder crew. They caught a whole bunch of indictments. Rappers is tied with certain things with different other gangs and crews. They handing out indictments. This is the time where the government's going to start sweeping. They got a big broom. They're going to start sweeping. Everybody who out there in the gang, if you tied in and you committed, then be prepared to handle what's going to happen next, because it's coming. And the feds, when they bring something up on you, man, it ain't gonna be nice. That's just what it is. You rappers, is y'all wanting to be gang members instead of just getting to the bag and getting the money and taking care of your families. Nah, y'all want to commit the people because some of y'all are weak and y'all gotta be within numbers. Y'all falling for the okie doke and y'all ain't paying attention to what's happening. Every big organization, quote unquote, crew, quote unquote, family, quote unquote, brothers, quote unquote, sisters, quote unquote. If you not related by blood and it's a gang of y'all, a whole lot of y'all, and y'all calling each other brother and sister and y'all representing the same thing, the feds is watching y'all. And if y'all got rappers that's out there that's really getting to the money for what y'all represent, it's okay for them to fly under the radar. They don't have to be associated with y'all. And this is where a lot of these gangs don't be getting it. If you have an artist that's making it big and they doing things, you're supposed to put them over there. While y'all still doing what y'all doing, he knows where he's at. Can't be associated with nobody on cameras or nothing. But what these artists is doing, they want to be looked at as these big bad industry music makers with a big crew, and we playing a macho game to see who's the toughest. If I'm talking crazy, let me know. Drop a comment in the comment section, because this is real. This is the game now. Y'all young dudes need to listen to these old heads that's roaming around that done been incarcerated for a lot of time, and they telling y'all they already setting this up for y'all. A lot of you young cats was told about this was about to happen, and y'all didn't want to listen, and this is the outcome now. There's a lot of young dudes that's doing prison time for not listening just to somebody who's been there. That can help you a lot. You got Young Thug, Gunna, big artist. Young Thug, big artist. Lil Baby allegedly's under the RICO target. You had the whole Treyway movement. You got YFN Lucci. You got Bobby Shmurda, and you got a whole bunch of artists that's making it big. Y'all don't see the design of the game. The design of the game is to let y'all get big by preaching the propaganda, the murder, the violence, the kidnappings, the rape, the bank robberies, the assassination attempts, the hits, the bag dropping on somebody's head, whatever. They let y'all do that, and they store that. And then when something happens and y'all making these rap videos about it, they go back in the file and pull that first thing that you said about that back. That's going to be the introduction. That's going to be the introduction to the whole movement. That's going to be the introduction to the whole movement that everybody don't understand, is that this is what it is. You got kids, save your children from this type of music that they're allowing our people to preach the propaganda. Y'all don't see what's going on? The white executives are controlling all the money. And they're not signing nobody unless you're preaching killing, you preaching that you smoking on somebody's dead people, you preaching how to throw your black life away, colored life away. And they're giving you a lot of money for doing that. You got an influence and you preaching death and devil worship and demon gnostic stuff. The rap industry is going to give you a whole lot of money. If you kicking that empowerment and somebody's trying to save somebody from being a statistic or ending up in prison for the rest of their life or ending up dead or their whole family being targeted by things, they're not going to cut you no money. They're not even going to give you a look. But at the end of the day, it's up to you, whoever's the influence, to know that the government's watching you per se, and then they're watching behind you to see who's affiliated. You saw what happened to China Mac and Jeezy Gasoline. Shout outs to China Mac and Jeezy Gasoline. Shout outs to everybody that went through that, man. And if you locked up on that, hold your head, bro. That's all I could say. But China Mac and them shot a video with a whole bunch of gang members, and the police rushed the video and locked up mad people, mad guns. China Mac was on parole. This is what it is. This is what they're doing. This is what it's designed for you to do. They're giving you these platforms, money, and all that. And soon as you start talking some sensible shit, they don't want you to be the forefront and the spokesperson for nothing. You speaking about killing somebody, family, and smoking on some dead people, then they gonna be all behind you. You get up on the damn table and dance like a stupid wannabe blackface from back in the days, how they had our black people looking retarded, dressed up like dancing toys. They already refer to you in the light as monkeys. And the people who up there dancing and looking stupid for these white executives, they looking stupid for some money. So that right there lets you know they selling their soul. Preaching the death and preaching the demon time and demon gnostic stuff. You already know these people done sold their souls and committed. There's no secret. Everything that they didn't want you to know back in the days, they letting you know right in the forefront. There's an Illuminati. There's rituals that these artists who want fame and big names, they have to go through, whether it's wearing a dress, performing homosexuality acts. And this ain't no shot at homosexuality, but this is the truth. There's rooms. You already see these videos and see these people and these artists that didn't go in these rooms, and these people became blackballed and had to fight their way just to get back on the platform that they already developed for themselves. We're not going to go into names of that, but there's a lot of people out there that didn't choose to go that route, and the industry shunned them. The artists that walk through them doors and do them freaky things, these are the artists that you're seeing and hearing about right now. These artists ain't just going to admit in the public that they were turned out. Now they preaching about killing, deaths, prostitution of our own colors. Like you promoting, in another term, genocide. All these rappers is out here. They already going to let you know that they control the game and control how long you are famous. They going to let you know that. Prayers go out to everybody that's trapped in the system that can't get out. Prayers to everybody that got life and never make it home. Prayers to everybody who's going through any type of legal battles. Justice for all the people. Justice for all the people who lost a family member or a loved one to these corrupt police and this corrupt system. You got to be careful. The feds is on everything. The feds is on everything. You got to be careful about how's it going and what's going on and what's happening. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand what's going on. You really have to understand what's happening out here, because they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you nothing. Until then, hold yourself accountable You was raised to know right from wrong, and you was taught right from wrong, and you know certain things to get you jammed up. If you to look around and see what's going on, everybody that's a rapper that wants to have these crews and throw up these gang signs, you keeping your crews around you, y'all rappers got to smarten up. If you affiliated or if you in that lifestyle, you can make music. You don't have to promote the gang. You can always promote the gang in a good light by throwing something in honor of somebody that's associated with the gang that fell, that died. That's easy and simple as plain. There's ways that you can make your money still represent your family if you're already in that lifestyle, but you don't have to have them in all your videos. You don't have to have them in all your videos because that's what's going to bring the RICO. Because now you heard what the man said. You don't have to be you don't have to be involved in the crime. You could be associated with the gang, and if they in your videos throwing up gang signs, the guns, all of that, man, they catching all these guns off the street, and they know that they stolen from other spots. Some of y'all got legal pistols, some of y'all don't. But at the end of the day, you got to watch. The government's out to get everybody. Just be safe out there, man. Until then, be aware, hold yourself accountable, hold others accountable. And if others don't want to be held accountable, keep your circle tight. Love us, you heard? Always.